Namaste everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are going to unravel one of the most fascinating and powerful features of Spring Boot auto configuration. Have you ever wondered how Spring Boot just magically sets up your application without you writing tons of configuration code? Well, that is the magic of auto configuration, and in this 5-minute tutorial, we will demystify it completely. By the end of this video, you will understand what auto configuration is, how it works under the hood, and even how to create your own custom auto configurations. So, let us get started and learn some amazing Spring Boot concepts. Alright, let us dive into the core concept of how this auto magic actually happens. At the heart of Spring Boot auto configuration is the @enable auto configuration annotation. When you use @Spring Boot application on your main class, it implicitly includes @enable auto configuration. This annotation tells Spring Boot to look for meta-inf spring.factories files on your application's class path. Inside these files, Spring Boot finds a list of auto configuration classes. Think of spring.factories as a directory that lists all the potential configurations. For example, if you have Spring Web on your class path, Spring Boot will find the WebMVC auto configuration and automatically configure a dispatcher servlet, an embedded Tomcat server, and so on. It is like Spring Boot is intelligently guessing what you need based on the libraries you have included. Let us see a small code snippet to visualize this. Now, how does Spring Boot decide which configurations to apply and which ones to skip? This is where the powerful @conditional annotations come into play. These annotations allow auto configuration classes to apply their configurations only when specific conditions are met. For instance, @conditional on class ensures that a configuration is applied only if a particular class is present on the class path. @conditional on missing bean applies a configuration only if a bean of a specific type is not already defined by the user. And @conditional on property activates a configuration based on the presence or value of a Spring environment property. These conditional annotations prevent unnecessary beans from being created, keeping your application lean and efficient. It is like having a smart assistant that configures things only when they are truly needed. Let us look at an example of how a custom auto configuration might use one of these. Now, let us put our knowledge into practice by creating a very simple custom auto configuration. Imagine we want to automatically configure a custom MyService bean whenever a specific dependency is present. First, we define our MyService class. Then, we create an auto configuration class, say MyService auto configuration annotated with @configuration and our conditional annotations, for example, @conditional on class, myservice.cls. Inside this class, we define a method that returns an instance of MyService as a Spring bean. The crucial last step is to register this auto configuration class in meta-inf spring.factories under the org.springframework.boot.autoconfigure.enable auto configuration key. Once this is done, any Spring Boot application that includes our module will automatically get an instance of MyService without writing any explicit bean definition. This is how you can extend Spring Boot's auto configuration magic to your own libraries and modules. While auto-configuration is incredibly powerful, it is also important to be aware of some common pitfalls and best practices. A frequent mistake beginners make is forgetting to register their custom auto-configuration class in meta-inf spring.factories, which means Spring Boot will never discover it. Another common issue is incorrect usage of conditional annotations, leading to beans not being created when expected, or worse, conflicting beans. A good practice is to always inspect the Spring Boot application's conditions report, which you can find in the logs with debug enabled, to understand why a particular auto-configuration was or was not applied. If you need to disable a specific auto-configuration, you can use the exclude attribute in @springboot application or spring.au to configure.exclude property. Remember, understanding the conditions is key to mastering auto-configuration. And there you have it, friends. We have successfully demystified Spring Boot auto-configuration. We learned that it uses @enable auto-configuration and spring.factories to discover configuration classes and @conditional annotations to intelligently apply them based on class path and other conditions. We also saw how to create our own custom auto-configuration and discussed some important best practices and troubleshooting tips. The beauty of Spring Boot lies in its ability to simplify development, and auto-configuration is a prime example of that. Keep experimenting with different Spring Boot starters and observe how auto-configuration works its magic. Practice makes perfect, so try building a small application and see these concepts in action. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing Java and Spring Boot content. Happy coding, and I will see you in the next video. Dhanyavad.